Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and man, what am I gonna say? Well, like I told you guys, the Zugo bike has a major flaw. And you know, as much as I love the entire frame of it, and you know, all of that is great and everything, you could find that frame in Alibaba and pretty much build it up. Pretty much, I souped the entire bike myself, completely with new parts. I just didn't have the ability to obviously make anything like, you know, the frame. If I did, I'd probably make it myself. But, you know, the thing is, that's kind of the issue there, and I could have bought it from Alibaba. I didn't know at the time, whatever, so I bought it off of Zugo. And you know what? Zugo has quality control. They do release a good stock bike. The only problem with that frame, even though that frame is probably the best frame for any electric bike I've ever seen, and I've been on many electric bikes, and I gotta tell you, I even souped this up to go to 90 miles an hour, and you know, obviously it drains the hell out of your battery and you're pretty much hardly gonna get life out of it. But the point is, it's great for off-roading. It's great for all these things. But is it really great for off-roading? It is, because it's a tank, but at the same time, it will destroy your body. That entire, you know, seat is so nice and comfortable to sit on. But when you're riding, it's the worst thing in the world, because for some stupid reason, they thought it would be great to just have shocks in the front, but not in the back. There's nothing to absorb any type of shock in the back. So what happens is, yes, you can lift your butt up and look ridiculous. Obviously, this is not a bike that you want to lift your butt up. It looks horrible when you do that on that kind of frame. If you do it on a regular bike like normal, that's fine. On this bike, you ride it like a freaking motorcycle, and that's how it is. And you know, when I hear people tell me this stuff, I say how stupid it is. So I actually went into bumps because I was off-roading with it, but I also went on a trip. I went there, I bumped any type of bump I had to absorb in my back. I got up, I felt like I couldn't walk. For 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks actually, I was recovering and not being able to walk because of the hits that I took to my bone. It's impossible to ride this thing. It's not good for long-term riding unless you're going on a straight street or whatever. Then that's fine. If you're going on like some tar that has no bumps or holes, and that, you know, that's dried up and it's nice, then it's great. But you're gonna go into New York City, into the city, going into any kind of thing that has even the littlest, most tiniest bump, and you're gonna feel that, and you're gonna curse every time it happens. It is absolutely horrible in every way, shape, and form, and that's why I don't recommend the Zugo bike. I didn't want to do this video for Zugo, but I gotta tell you, their quality control is really nice. Their customer service is great. The parts they put in, you know, Shimano and all that stuff, they put in a lot of great parts in it, so it is worth the money. It's just way too expensive. I mean, I don't know if I would say worth the money when you could build it way cheaper, but if you can't build it, it's nice to have a stock bike. So I just put it as stock right now for you guys to see, and I figured out a way to actually half shocks on your bike. Now, I'm not gonna say this was easy to find. I use it on my 3D printer. I showed you guys how to build a 3D printer. It's dampeners, so I use the same kind of dampeners, and I was like, let me see, would this work? Would this work? And then I got introduced to some fan page or whatever, and online I was looking up some Google stuff, and some people were saying they were using all kinds of different dampeners and it was working, and everything was great, and I was like, wow, this is pretty useful. I guess this will work on that. So I had to take out my seat. I had to put in everything from there. Okay, so fast forward this if you want to go right into it, but I'm just letting you know the journey there. And what happened is, it works like a freaking dream. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how to put it together. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take out the battery, but I wanted to show you how it is. So you see, you put it in here, it's a female and this is a male, and you're going to be having to take out the entire seat here. Seat is dirty as hell right now, but so you're taking out the battery first. Okay, you're putting it here. I gotta clean this bike up so much, and right under here I want to show you you'll see you can remove the seat right there. Okay, you're gonna need exactly 5 of these. So I'm gonna pull out the seat and I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. Okay, this was actually, okay guys, this was actually a pain in the butt, but you have to remove the screws. So there's 5 screws here, as you can see. What, you know, the front here has a washer, which is weird, but that's pretty much what it is when you remove it. And then you get to see pretty much all the controller here, everything, which I'm going to need to clean because I've been off-roading, as you can see. Dirt everywhere. So right after you clean this, you can start, you know, I'll show you guys exactly what. So you take it here, you put it in here, okay? And this right here is going to go into that hole. You see, so the hole is going to be like this. Therefore, this dampening is going to give you sort of shocks, which is going to be pretty cool. So that's so now do it on all 5. So you do need 5. Okay, so you have to buy 2 packs of 4, which is ridiculous. I wish it wasn't like that, but who cares? I mean, you could always probably need one. Give me one moment. I'm just going to put it down here. So I'm doing this all, you know, as we speak. So forgive me for the shaky footage. Of course, I'm going to clean this before I put this in. Give me one moment. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're ready to put it back. Just also wanted to make sure you have to screw this all the way in. This, you see there, is a no-no. You can't have space. It has to go directly into it as much as possible, as hard as possible. As you can see, I did right here. Okay, so you just kind of like this and you twist. Now if you have like a wrench or something like that, it would be much easier, I guess, but that's how you do it. Okay guys, just remember the blue part goes down, okay, as you can see. So as you can see, all tight, super tight. That's what you want to do. But now look, I want to show you, there's a big gap. So you can cover this gap if you want, or just leave it the way it is. And that's it. And now you can put the battery in, and now you got your little dampeners that are going to act like shocks. Okay guys, so just letting you guys know, these dampeners are actually so good. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's actually better than those $100 shocks. And these are fairly cheap. They're like $30 for 4, but you need 5 of them. So you need to buy 2. But also what I love about it is the fact that it has that spacing between them, the seat and the frame. I could put my thing right in between this. Doesn't look that pretty. I'm going to fix it up a little bit, probably slice it. But now I have my rear camera in a perfect position that does 180 with no problem. This freaking bike now is a pleasure to ride. I kid you not. Makes a world of a difference, except my butt still hurts from when this wasn't there. So, but I still could gauge, obviously, because, you know, without it, I would be crushed. Like, you could really feel blinding pain as it hits any bump. I went over some serious freaking bumps at, you know, 30 miles an hour with this thing, and absolutely stunning. No problems whatsoever. It just kind of bounces you as it elevates this a little bit, but it just makes you bounce like on a springboard. So these dampeners are really, really worth every freaking penny and makes a world of a difference. That being said, I bought a few of them, a few packs more, just in case for people that might want it around my area. So I'm going to definitely do that and all that. Of course, this baby right here I modified to have Bluetooth and GPS hologram, which is pretty freaking dope. Really cool. Makes sense when you're going at really, really high miles an hour. Obviously, I built a lot of these things myself. I souped it up myself. But with the frame, it should work for you guys, especially like Usually like Zugo bikes go for like, what, 20 miles an hour? Mine could actually go up to 90, I kid you not, but it'll drain my battery in like no freaking time. But that's why I put it at a safe zone anywhere from like about 25-30 miles an hour, and I'm fine with that. Of course, there's a lot of modifications that were involved in it. This is just the body. So I got to tell you, on body-wise, a lot of you people that reported, as you well should, I don't know what Zugo was thinking. Again, these frames you could find in Alibaba, and you could just build it yourself. I pretty much did. I built this whole thing myself. Everything added on it was myself. Some of these things obviously came from Zugo, but too many additions I did myself. You could get this bike frame in Alibaba and just beef it up yourself and make it into an electric bike with no freaking issue. But if you have no know-how on how to build the bike, or you're too lazy like me, just get the bike itself and start getting a feel for it. And like I said, right here, you just get yourself these beautiful dampeners, and they work like a freaking charm. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, self-funded, doing all these reviews for myself, and I'm going to be modding more stuff, making it even better. Definitely stay tuned for that, and we'll see exactly what's what. But keep making requests on the comment section below, and I'll see what I could do in terms of other things to add. I took out the back carriage because I really don't need it. Usually you could just put this on the back carriage and it'll stick pretty nice, but I didn't really want it. I live in an apartment now. I live in a house. I'm living in a house now, but I haven't fully done that yet. So it's a nightmare to take this on elevator, in a crowded elevator, and so on and so forth. It's just a pain in the butt. So I like to be as minimal as possible, and then of course once I'm fully moved into my house over there, it's going to be much easier, as I'm just going to probably build a shed and just put this baby in and just take it out so easily. Because one of the things that I'm not looking forward in riding this bike is pretty much to bring it out. It takes forever for me. It's really hard for me to do that. And then of course the ride is so beautiful and amazing, especially now. It's like 50 degrees outside. It's beautiful. You could wear a motorcycle helmet and not sweat a ton, and it's not too cold. It's just the perfect temperature. I mean, look at this. It's really nice. You just go out in the lake here. Of course, Flushing Meadow Park really sucks when it comes to riding. As you can see, bumps everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but like literally bumps everywhere, and there's no sewage drainage, so there's like water puddles like everywhere, and it's just a freaking nightmare. So off-roading this bike is a tank. It could take it, but unfortunately your butt can't. So you do need to add shocks or add these dampeners right here that are much cheaper and will do the job perfect. Now, like I said, this opens up a lot of possibilities now that there's a little bit of spacing between. So there's going to be some things I'm going to be modifying here and there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking of probably covering the seat here with some other material, even though, don't get me wrong, they did a great job in this. I mean, they didn't do it. This is, in Alibaba you can find this stuff. But really cool. Love this, although it drains a lot of battery. What I'm thinking of doing is probably putting this on a separate battery. And also, because I did a step-through bike, I'm looking for another way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have another battery, and I'm going to be able to switch back and forth between. I don't know if I could do the one where if one battery dies, it goes to the other right away, so I'm not sure I could pull that off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a switcher, and basically when I see the battery getting too low, I simply switch and go into the other battery. These batteries are wickedly expensive, and they're getting even more expensive ever since what is going on with the world. So it's really a pain in the butt to fork over that kind of money when it costs like almost the money of another electric bike with the battery. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration here when you're building this stuff, but I'm using it as my company vehicle. I get around with this a lot. I do things, and on top of it, I don't take it to work, unfortunately, because I work in the city. So it's I heard there's ways you could go there. I haven't done that, but just to have a leisurely ride and beautiful day like this, it just calms you the hell down, no matter how crappy your day is. Look how beautiful everything is here. Just so gorgeous. Anyways, I'm going to be going to the that globe over there, you see, that in Flushing Meadow Park, which is really cool. But anyways, guys, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Definitely, you know, just over a year, and look at that, we're already almost at 10,000. So, you know, just word of mouth. So share it with everybody you know. Make the family grow. Comment down below. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. I love how I put the should have made a middle finger here, but whatever. It's just really nice how this thing looks up close and personal. Really, really cool. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.